It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
It was nice that you sent me actual letters. It's more than any of my other friends have done. And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. That's so Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet. You deserve the best stationery.
Probably easier to write than to visit me. I don't mean that in a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to avoid awkward conversations like this.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
See? Without you here, I'd have no clue. Bet you could take some amazing shots. Those beached whales are so sad. I kind of know how they feel. At least, I'm alive here with you.
You're a real survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
I don't want anybody else feeling sorry for me. I can do that. Along with my parents. My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Life is Strange. I wanted to let that play out before I said anything, but previously we completed Episode 3, Chaos Theory, and are now diving into Episode 4, the Dark Room. And the only thing we really did in the previous episode was kind of do some digging into Rachel Amber, basically. We did some scoping out of the school files on students, dug through some of David's stuff, and kind of ended off by checking out Frank's RV, where Chloe got really angry about finding out that she was seeing Frank, for a short period at least. We haven't really learned much more other than that, so we'll just kind of jump into this and see where the investigation takes us. The weirdest thing, though, is where we are right now. When we ended off, Max was staring into a photo of them from when they were younger, and she found out she could go back in time to the period where that photo was taken. She was restricted by the photo bounds, and she was able to change events so that Chloe's father didn't die in a car accident. He took the bus instead, and it has since changed events to the point that basically nothing is the way it was for us up to this point. So we are now back in real time, but in this alternate reality.
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
We never actually have, huh? There's not much to say. Some prick in an SUV cut me off when I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
I saw everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap, and that was the last thing I ever felt in my body. When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Jesus. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwell.
Doesn't sound like she knows her. That also tells us something.
You mean Rachel Amber? When was the last time you talked to her?
Never. I just read about her in the news. I didn't even know her name. You did?
This is such a different world than when we were kids, isn't it?
After that snow and eclipse, it's more like the end of the world.
So she doesn't know Rachel in this timeline, but Rachel still went missing. That means whatever was going on with Rachel and Kate, because we know that was connected, is still going on in this world.
It might be, but I'd like to think we can still change things for the better.
I'd like to think that too. But I don't have much hope these days.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together, I don't feel afraid.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again. You don't even know.
Listen, Chloe, I'm sorry I haven't been out to see you more. That was wrong. You're my best friend.
Max, thanks for coming out to see me. You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
It is hella cold out here.
Hella? I hate that word, no offense.
None taken.
Ironic. That's like Chloe's favorite word. I do believe she got that from Rachel, though.
It's a pretty high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell. But I am lucky my parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, I know.
Chloe, you're a great daughter. You're kind and sensitive, when you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when doctors flip me around like I was a science doll.
I can't even imagine. But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I, need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
We'll check out the room, too, while we're at it.
Instead of handing Chloe a bong, I'm feeding her water.
Well,
Did I give her a choice?
good question.
Drink up, Buttercup.
Oh man. No wonder my throat is dry. I don't think I've talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast? Dude, I am a pod in a cast. Boring.
Ouch. It was just a thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
What do you remember about us as kids? We all have different memories.
I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too. But we're still pirates in our own way.
Yeah, right. Check me out, Chloe of the Caribbean. No way will I get on a fucking boat now. Unless you're with me. As you can see, I can't keep all my other friends away.
You have me. I'm not leaving you, Chloe.
Well, you didn't visit me a lot either. I mean, I loved your cards and photos, but...
I know I wasn't around much. No excuses, I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
How? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
Are they okay? I mean, are they still happy together and everything?
So now you're Dr. Bill? I guess they're good, considering they have to deal with me. They laugh and hold hands. And I hope they still get busy, too.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so hard on them. Our insurance sucks, and the medical bills are fucking insane.
Can they pay all the bills?
No way. They keep the numbers away from me, but it doesn't take much research to find out I'm costing my parents almost $1 million a year.
Chloe, you're priceless. No pun intended.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See, I'm practically a human entertainment system. It would be sweet to chill out together and watch a movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end. Plus, you know I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Pris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when we watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep. Not when you're here. Not yet.
Okay. So I actually want to check things out.
Nothing but medical supplies.
So in addition to Rachel missing too, the weather's still acting up. The weather, the environment is still acting up.
She has to use a lot of lotion to keep her blood circulating. There's the old Chloe. That is so incredible. And she can browse cat videos on the web. Whoa, Chloe can totally control her computer. It's so great people get this high-tech help.
Max,
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun. Man, Joyce and William built a whole new bathroom for Chloe. They're so great.
Danger zone, bathroom area, gas mask optional. I love that.
Chloe's message board since the accident sure looks lonely. I didn't add much. Bad, Max. It's nice my parents sent a card at least.
I don't think I ever knew her parents' names. It was always just mom and dad. I never really thought about that.
I wonder who this is. Kind of a generic card. I wasn't very available to Chloe. Real nice. At least I sent road trip selfies to Chloe. I'm sure that made her feel great. I still can't believe I put Chloe in that chair.
No, their names are not mom and dad. Did anybody think that when they were younger, like that your parents' names were mom and dad?
Snow globes are taking over.
Like you just didn't know your parents' names because that's what it always was.
Ah, here's the DVD. Oh, the snow dough. I guess not everything changed. Oh my god, I made that mix for her when we were 12.
That's the cover of the soundtrack for this. I have that soundtrack.
Now we have a movie night. Hello, Chloe. She likes fluffy animals now.
I've never seen Blade Runner. I assume that is a real movie.
That's a serious heat lamp.
It's come up several times in the story, so I just assumed it was real because everything else they talk about is real that I know of.
Oh man. She has to use that ventilator just to breathe. At least Chloe doesn't weigh that much. Despite everything, they're still a happy family again. It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too. Wowzer. Chloe was a straight A student. She could have gone to any college.
So I only recognize one name. Grant. Ferdinand?
I'm glad I took this photo. Chloe has a new memory of William and her together.
So if I didn't take that, I bet that would have changed.
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
All right. One thing I was going to check out was this.
Chloe is still a punk at heart, but she can't stage dive anymore. That's so cool that Chloe has made friends online.
This. I, I always kind of feel. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how it makes me feel. This really reminds me of how my life has turned since I left home. And I mean, man, I'd give just about anything to go back home. But one of the things that has made my life more bearable being away from my family has been my online friends, present company included here. That has been like probably one of the most important things in my life to me. And it's funny and sad in a way, but it's like those are the people that I would pretty much would rather talk to than just about anybody else. And that's kind of the way I've lived my life. I'm not a people person, so which is weird given the some of the stuff I've done as far as work goes. But
Max, it is so cool that you're here again.
I'm glad you think so.
okay, let's pop her in.
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep. Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great seeing you.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck, I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep this wag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe.
All right. So one thing to note, a couple things actually. One, every episode is a different day essentially. It's representing a different day, whether it fully bridges it or not. Because like episode 3, we started off at the night kind of before, probably technically the day of, because it was probably after midnight. But and here we reach dusk at the end of the previous episode and start at dusk here in this one. So we're actually officially in the next day, which is Thursday. I think. 'Cause I think we started on Monday. And what was the other thing? I think I said there were 2 things. Maybe that was it. I don't know. This is cool. Getting a chance to talk to William. Oh, the other thing was oh, what's this? Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Avoiding homework as usual. Yeah, see, this totally different personality here. I told you it'd help you out. You never let me help. Okay, drama, stop. And you help me by caring. I do try, by the way. I scored that killer butt from you. You know who, FYI. Save me a bowl. Got a wow. This is like next level clingy too. What a different personality. That is the exact same message. Let's see. That's the same. That's interesting. Not the same, but similar concept, I guess. Wow, I don't like this. This timeline can go away. Completely different conversation, talking about... Wow, really? Okay. Okay, this is going back to August. Oh, the message from what is from William, the first message. I think that picture of Max is her character picture. She always says no emoji, and now she's using emojis. Yeah, see, this is the photo. Huh. All the characters are gone. How much has this changed? Oh, it's not even, there's not even much to it. Oh, I don't like this. September 4th, 2013. So much to do, I wish I could slow down time, especially to register all the cool things that have happened since I'm back in Arcadia. Blackwell rules, that's completely different. September 21st. Yes, I'm older thanks to Vic and Nathan. And thanks to Vic and Nathan, I'm now a bit more fashionable too. I really don't like her outfit, so I disagree with that. They surprised me with the most beautiful straw pork pie hat, wrapped up Fedoshiki style, whatever. Best birthday party ever. Also drunk, I can't sleep. Yeah, that's totally not her. Hey dear diary, remember me? Busy Max, busy, can't write now. Must shoot, must live, must befriend. Should rekindle with Chloe too. But must vortex first, party time. Yeah, I don't think I like this version of her. Okay. Oh, this one. Hey Max, it's a shame that you hang out with those people. I thought you were different. Alyssa, I saw you throw that TP at me. Oh my god, I was so not aiming at you, I swear. Don't do it again. Wow. Okay, that was enough of that.
They gave Chloe their giant, expensive HD TV, and they use her shitty tube television.
These bills should all just say, "Dear sir, you are screwed."
Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris. Damn. This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
$8,587. Just for basic medical supplies. Yeah, sounds very USA.
No, I don't think Joyce's tips will cover all this.
To think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
There's the mark.
Yep, that's the same graffiti from before.
Let's check out, see if we can check out the back. Let's check out everything here, then we'll talk to William.
Joyce is a food coupon boss.
I don't think I've ever used coupons.
No change to spare anymore. Now it's back to cookies. Joyce and William never had a garage sale before.
Yeah, but now they're trying to escape by on this.
They're drowning in debt just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit.
Happy Credit Card Services, dear Mr. and Mrs. Price. Your joint account has been closed and is now 6 months overdue. Please send a check or money order for $3,458 payable to Happy Credit Card. Best regards, HCC Services. Arcadia Bay Physical Rehabilitation. Dear Mrs. Price, due to recent state and federal cuts, we regret to inform you that your health insurance no longer covers Chloe's physical rehab. We can reinstate Chloe at a standard rate of $1,250 per week. Sincerely, Dr. J. Smith. I feel like I should be doing some math while I walk around doing this. Can I go outside? Oh, I can go right outside.
I'm glad Chloe gets a room with a view. Oh man, the swing is gone now. It must have been sad for Chloe when William took it down. Chloe actually moved our drawing so she could see it from her room. Chloe. I'm sorry, Bongo Kitty, but you passed on before I changed this reality.
Yeah, and here you go.
Look at all these dead birds. It's happening here, too?
I want to say something, but whoa, look at the birds. It's getting worse. Remember, I mentioned the birds a couple times, I think. There's something I kind of wanted to say since earlier on, and I hope it's not too spoilery, but we kind of have like two stories going on here. We have this kind of environmental story. We have the missing girls story, or missing girl, I guess technically, and Rachel's still missing in this alternative reality, and the environment is still messed up in this alternative reality. And the story of the missing girl is something that can be solved, hypothetically. The environment is a little bit different, and I think that's one that I guess you could solve it, but do you need to solve it? I feel like the writing's on the wall with that one. And I guess I kind of go back to the idea that I guess it probably wouldn't really spoil the story for this, but this takes, like I mentioned early on, and I didn't think about this until Darkness had mentioned it in his playthrough, but the way this draws some inspiration.
This is Chloe's home now. Forever. It's amazing what we take for granted.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, this game takes a lot of what's the word for it? Inspiration, I would guess, from Donnie Darko. And I guess the writing was not on the wall that much in that movie, for me at least. It wasn't, but I think it's pretty obvious to me at least what set this in motion, if you think about it. If you think about it for just a bit. And the first time I played this, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was more invested in what was going on with Rachel Amber and Kate, essentially. But if you think about it for a second, you could probably figure out what the final decision in the story is going to be. That part's not really a mystery. If you think about it for just a bit. What started everything?
God damn, the bills never end.
These whales are just a preview of the tornado to come. And the Prescott Foundation? Jesus.
You see, there's no reason to even think about this. Like, the beached whales, the birds, the eclipse, the snow in the middle of, what was it? It was October. It was still warm, though, right?
Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
Exactly, because things are still in motion. Both stories are still in motion. We didn't change anything.
They might get their own home taken away because of medical bills.
just
That's
yank
terrible.
just yank the paper out of his hand and read it. Dear Mr. Price, this letter is to notify you that you are in default on your payment obligations on your home loan, account number 783. This current account holds the amount of $12,000 payable by August 1st, 2013. This amount has been overdue since March 1st, 2009, and you have ignored multiple requests to make a payment or reconsolidate your debt. Unless the full amount of $12,000 is received within 15 days, we must begin the foreclosure process on your home. We have given you more than adequate notice on this issue, and we have no other options left. Best, Donald Clamp, Lenders. This is the scary part about being a homeowner, because I'm currently a homeowner, and I have been for about 3 years now, coming on 3 years or so. It's a scary thing, really scary thing, and this is why. Things can change so much in your life within seconds.
Ooh, wonderful.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max, I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
I love William. This is such a cool way to get to experience somebody who's so core to the story. Because you hear about William and Rachel, and we don't really get to experience them in real time, up to this. So it's really cool that this is in here.
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
I love his dad jokes.
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys rock for going on a family adventure like that.
She talked about going to school there, but that's not practical anymore. It's not fair, Max.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
That's a loaded way of putting that.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question?
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce. My family.
And that's the point that I was trying to drive at. It's like, there's only one thing that it would explain the animals dying and the weather and all that stuff. There's only one thing that explains that.
I was reading about that missing girl. Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. And she's been a trooper.
She is amazing. I'm so glad you're here to help her. And be her father.
I'm so glad Joyce is here to help us both. Max, I just hate to think of what would happen to Chloe if I wasn't here.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Yeah, sad thing it is. It is going to be the last time.
Nothing here.
Yeah, probably nothing exciting.
It's cool that Chloe uses natural medicine too. The bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine. Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
Which is the last place you should ever be keeping medicine. You know, most medications, I would say almost every medication is organic. You know, they're organic compounds. And what are the conditions that organic compounds like to change in? Heat and light. You should never keep medications in a bathroom. It's like the most humid part of the house under most cases. And like, you know, old medications, I'd say more often than not, are probably not going to change for the worse. If anything, they'll probably just become less active, but, you know, they could also change in other ways that you're not expecting. So, yeah, if you're going to keep them in a bathroom, make sure it's a bathroom that's not constantly running a shower, you know, like every day.
How's it going, Time Tripper? It's funny. I think I look older.
Yeah, you probably do.
It's all about you, Arcadia Bay, isn't it? Apparently, the only thing that hasn't changed is this view.
Oh, Max, it is so nice to have you around.
William is trying so hard. He's still awesome.
I'm just going to snoop through everything right in front of her.
That is such a sweet shot of Chloe. I wonder who took the picture.
I wonder what the timeline of the accident was compared to William dying.
Look at them. They have no idea what's in their future. Oh no. I didn't realize how bad Chloe's injury really was.
Yeah, we should read this one. Arcadia Bay Spinal Center. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Price, as we discussed last week, Chloe's respiratory system is showing signs of rapid weakening. This accounts for her recent anemia and loss of breath. As a doctor, I am committed to her well-being, but I want you to understand the reality that respiratory failure is common in people with severe spinal injuries. Your daughter is one of the bravest, strongest patients I've ever had, and I'm proud to be working with her. I just want you as parents to prepare for any and all possibility. I believe Chloe should also be made aware of her changing condition. If you would like to discuss this further, you have my contact information. Best, Dr. Anton Fibes.
It's good for Chloe to stay in touch with her friends.
She's digging the drawers right next to her.
Joyce is already a supermom. Joyce used to hate smokers in the diner.
Good morning, Max. Oh, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
I remember. It's nice waking up in your house again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing you and Chloe together after all these years. After the accident.
I wish I was a better friend. I know Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
I hope so. You guys do such an amazing job taking care of her.
We can only do so much, and she gets damn sick of her parents. That's why it's so important you came to spend time with her. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak, and she... Do you know what I'm saying?
Joyce. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
How are you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
That's interesting choices.
So, what do you think is going on here with all of this eco-havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside our house.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
Except now we have dead birds and beach whales outside our front door. So maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
Plus, you guys have to work, too.
Bill and I have no time for ourselves. We're working more than we're living. I even had to take a part-time gig at Pan Estates. Ugh.
Do you know the Prescotts?
I know that Sean Prescott won't be happy until he owns everything in Arcadia Bay. Stay away from his son, Nathan.
Do you know somebody named David Madsen? He, might hang out at the Two Whales.
Well, that was random. Yeah, he's a bus driver. He comes in sometimes. Cute, quiet. Why?
Oh, I was just curious.
You always were. Nice to see that everything doesn't change.
In other words, I'm nosy. Which I am.
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I are lucky to have him.
Is William still the same? After everything that's happened?
For better and for worse. But always for the better. I never thought I'd love a man so much I can't imagine life without him. It sounds corny, I know.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit. Things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
I better get back to Chloe now. It's good talking with you, Joyce.
You too, honey.
Well, there's one more thing to do. This is so weird.
Too bad Joyce and William can't get any help from the Prescott Foundation. They bought crutches for Chloe, hoping she might walk again. Toys? I kinda want to open this and see what's in here.
That's really fun to do. Digging through old boxes of stuff.
Shoes. Chloe always did love stomping around in her boots.
Here we go.
I never heard much about William's brother.
Hi, Bill. Sorry for not staying in touch since the accident. Work has been piling up, and I'm being sent to Salt Lake City to oversee a new parking lot. You have to go where the work is these days. I know that feeling. I wish I could have sent you a bigger check, but you know the story. Money is nobody's favorite thing. Maybe I'll see you next spring for a visit. Kiss Chloe and Joyce for me. Hang in there. Hang in there, Billy. Your brother, Aaron. Okay. I think there's another document, but I could be wrong.
I guess we stopped growing up together. At least we never had to hide from Step-douche. A blue butterfly? I'm sure this is a total coincidence.
No, it's not, and that's what I've been talking about. It's not a coincidence. None of this is. Which is why chaos theory is not quite what we need in this case. It's quite the opposite. All right, pontification.
I'm still overwhelmed by this new reality. And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this. I could give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel. But then I see that they're a family again, and who am I to judge?
There is one document I feel like I'm missing. I think there's something from Blackwell. Oop, maybe that's it. No, I did the mail, didn't I?
They're drowning in debt, just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit.
Yeah, okay, I read those. Oh, which one is this?
Damn.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
the overdue payments. Forgot about that. Yeah. I think I could have swore there's a document about the handicap fund. Something about Chloe not being able to accommodate Chloe. Which is another reason that I don't care about taking the money. I don't know where that would be, though. Maybe it was in Joyce's room. Oh, well. Not a big deal. There are no pictures in this part of the story, so if anybody's wondering why I haven't taken any, it's not until you go back, because we will go back. Spoiler alert, I guess. I don't think that's a spoiler alert, but... Alright, I checked out the whole board, yeah. Alright.
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day. Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever.
I think we're over here for that. Yeah, photo album.
So Chloe has her own photo album.
Is that okay?
Perfect. Oh my god, look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you. Oh man, there we are making pancakes. I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
I wish it was.
Me too. This photo... Maybe I could...
Yes. At least fix that.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out. So, I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
Oof, got some feels from that. I pretty much have always gone with accept on this. You can press the I don't know, see what happens, but...
Chloe, I really don't know if I can do this. I had another friend who wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
And there we go. We got a final decision to make. Personal thoughts on this. I mean, I think it's her decision to make, not ours. I know it's different here because she's having us do it ourselves, and that's really it's going to be hard for some people to come around to that. Uh, I think myself included. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have a problem with that, but um, given her situation, I feel like if I were in her shoes, I'd want the same thing.
Chloe.
I'll just drift to sleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
The only thing I dislike about this is the idea of her parents finding her like this.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. Don't forget about me.
Never.
I love you, Max. See you around.
Sooner than you think. I'm sorry, William.
This is the moment I was so fixated on when I first played this. I was like, there's no way this is going to end up being our new reality.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper. Hello? Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine tasting session.
Dad.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
Max, you are being so fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe. I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on. You have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe. I'll always have your back. Always.
Whoa, whoa, down, Max. You get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm so glad you're here.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this? I hope you weren't messing around with time while I was sleeping.
You have no idea.
I'm just spaced out too.
Welcome back to the real world, Max. I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
She has no idea. I was so relieved first time I played this to get back here. I was worried about getting trapped in that reality. Also, I absolutely love Amanda Palmer, so we are totally going to close out listening to this. To recap, we got to see this alternative timeline where we had essentially changed the events by not allowing William to walk out the door with his keys and get into the car accident, where we ended up seeing Chloe in a wheelchair in a vulnerable state, a state where she still was still going to end up with her dying anyway, but at a later date and in a much worse condition, if you ask me. And that's pretty much all we've seen of this chapter so far. One thing I'd really like to note here, in addition to discovering a new ability that we have, time is still progressing at its normal rate. We're in Thursday right now. We're in the next day of where we started. If you saw that last photo it showed when it was showing the alternative timeline switch, they showed us bringing that board from outside upstairs, which is the evidence board right there behind Max there, or to the side of Max. With that being said, this is where we're going to close out this one. I'll be continuing tonight, so if you're here live, stick around. Otherwise, thank you all for joining, and we are going to let Amanda Palmer take us away.
If I wanna live before I